please do not go commenting in my comment section complaining about something.
You're just too scared to watch horror movies, aren't you? Well, what are you, 5 years old? You're gonna cry when you watch them.
No, I'm not gonna cry if I watch a horror movie, little Jimmy. Let me explain. When was the last time you sat down and had to turn off a horror movie because it was too scary for you? Let me give you a hint. It was never. When did that ever happen to you? I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, but I never really got spooky scared from a damn movie. But let me tell you something, man. Movies in general are subjective. Disclaimer, I mean objective. For example, I could absolutely hate Pennywise, the Dancing Clown, aka the movie It, because of how unscary it is for being a horror movie. But little Tim Tom can be like, yo, this thing is actually super scary. I love this film. Don't get me wrong though, man. I love the It films. But I'm saying everything is more opinionated, feel me? Me personally, one of my favorite horror movies is Shining. But people may say that it's not horror because there's no spooky monsters, there's no jump scare factor. It's just a dude running around with an axe. Remember that there are mainly two types of horror genres: supernatural and psychological. In The Conjuring, we see chairs flying, we see ghosts all over the place, we see this nun. We have all these things that seem very inhumane to happen. We call that supernatural. But then in The Shining, none of that spooky classic horror stuff is happening. It's meant to make you feel like anticipation for the person who's getting chased by the axe. And the whole thing is meant to be revolved around the person's mental state. That's why it's called psychological horror. Hey man, like I said, movies just depend on who you are. Like, meaning if you're gonna enjoy them or not. Like a couple days ago, I finished watching the movie Longlegs, and I was personally expecting it to do better. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't really. It was alright. It was a good movie, but it wasn't. I thought it would be better. Like, you know what I'm saying? 3 stars on Letterboxd immediately. But you got people like this who clearly enjoy the movie. I'm not trying to bash them or anything, you know what I'm saying? But they wrote a lot, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stars, a lot of words. I guess it just works. Basically, if it's not for you, it's not for you. You just gotta watch what's right.